say something, I'm always begging. Can't remember the rest of the words.
I don't really know those words, so you're good.
Did he growl at you?
No, that's me.
Okay.
That's me growling to get in my fucking seat. Dun dun dun!
Catch up on sleep?
A little bit. After getting that Casey Whalen interview set up yesterday, now I've been fucking trying to write out a fucking interview plan for it.
Yeah. Well, remember, you can always edit it, so.
Yeah. Alright, you ready to do this?
Oh, shit, we just got another news story.
Oh, what happened? What the fuck? Southwest, you trying to make me fly on you? You trying to get me inside you?
Fuck, where's my shirt? There we go.
Aw, Southwest, you just trying to get me all excited up in the air.
It's 2:45. Oh, there it is. Oh, fuck. Let's delete this too. There's all sorts of cool, nerdy stuff about Chris Niff too. I'm bummed.
Yeah.
Go on, go deep. Shit, 5 news stories now. Alright, I'm ready. If I'm close enough.
I don't know.
Oh, you definitely are. Holy shit.
I don't fucking know. No. I don't fucking know. No.
Alright, how am I?
About the same as me, except for I talk louder than you.
Yeah, you fucking do. Like, I'm a tiny little blip there. Holy shit.
Did you say you're a tiny little blip compared to me?
Yeah. Only in audio.
Luckily, I can edit that to make it sound however I want it to sound.
Wow. Get some crazy energy over there. Okay, that's better.
All right, ready?
Yep.
Initiating startup sequence.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You are now plugged in.
Hey guys, and thank you for tuning in. This is episode 245 of the Plug and Play podcast. I'm your host, Zach, and alongside me, as always, is Tim.
Welcome, minions.
This week, Tim, first half Tasty Treats going deep with, what?
We're going deep. That's the name of the brew. It's from Everybody's Brewing. It's an Imperial Double IPA.
Isn't it called
It's
Goango?
Go deep. We're gonna go deep.
It's like the Australian version of going deep, guys.
I think it's like a contraction of all the fruits that are in it: guava, mango, and so if you contract guava and mango, it's guango. Guango deep. So it's a double. It's strong. It's 9.3 ABVs. It's only 30 IBUs, so it's not super bitter. I'm not sure why this is considered an IPA. Again, back to my old man shaking his fist at the clouds thing of everything's an IPA now.
Yep.
But
hey, Tim, this looks really thick and oily like a motor oils. Are you sure this is an IPA?
It's a double, so it's strong. It's a perfect blend of guava, mango, and fruity hop flavors that will tantalize the taste buds. It hits your tongue with waves of bittering ecstasy and finishes with a climax of fruity booze.
Fruity booze.
Just gushing in your mouth. So cheers.
Cheers. It's gonna gush all in my mouth.
It's gonna go deep. So yeah, it's fruity.
It is fruity.
It's not disgustingly fruity though, like a fruit beer. I tried this one called Bloops. It's like a wheat beer with blueberries in it. It's just like too much.
Oh yeah.
There's definitely.
Was it too blueberry?
Yeah.
Or did you just have too much wheat in it?
Too blueberry. Like if it was a cider, I think I could tolerate better because I'm expecting that. But I don't. Anyway, this doesn't have that problem. It has fruit without being too much. So yeah, that's what we're drinking today.
Sweet. Tim, you want to talk about what you've been up to?
Yes, I think we've both been up to quite a bit this week.
Yeah.
Do you want to go first or want me to go first?
You can go first.
Okay, so we saw some plays. We had tickets to Wicked for quite a while back.
Okay.
And we went to the Keller.
Wicked's like the Wizard of Oz one, right?
Yeah, it's kind of an alternate telling from the perspective of the...
Witch?
I'm doing air quotes. The Wicked Witch of the West. She's the green one.
Okay.
And it goes into why she's green and like why she does the things she does.
Somebody spray painted her face?
No, it has to do with her birth and who her parents were.
Were they green people?
Yeah. My joke was at the end that she should have like left the kingdom and like gone to the swamp and done a spell so she turned into a Shrek basically.
Hey, you just ruined that movie for everyone.
No, it goes through kind of the whole story of the Wizard of Oz, the movie that you all know, like the Yellow Brick Road and the not the Huntsman, the Tin Woodsman, and the
Lion,
Scarecrow.
Witch, and the Wardrobe.
No, that's a different thing. But from a totally different perspective, it was really interesting, and the music was awesome, and the set was amazing, and there's kind of a steampunk vibe to it, which was cool.
Yeah. I always felt like the Wizard of Oz should have been steampunk.
This had that, and it was cool. Lots of gears and clockwork, and there's like a clockwork dragon.
Like, I feel like it tried to be steampunk before steampunk was steampunk.
The OG steampunk.
Like the precursor.
The whole like animatronic Oz face, that was pretty steampunk. That was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
Then we saw Heather's the next night at my favorite clown bar in Portland, the Funhouse Lounge.
Sounds like a strip club.
It's
Heather's.
not. I mean, there's stand-up comics that strip while they're doing their stand-up, and there's other weird stuff there. But
yeah, it's Portland.
Yep.
So what is Heather's?
Heather's is an 80s movie about high school and this clique of girls who all have the first name Heather, and then this outsider girl that kind of penetrates the clique and then gets ostracized from the clique.
Is her name Heather too, or no?
No, it's not.
Then why would they let her in?
Exactly. They shouldn't have, because things go terribly wrong when they do.
Oh, okay.
There's murder, there's suicide, there's...
She kills and suicides people?
Kind of.
Okay.
The music was great. Like the movie didn't have any music, so there's a Broadway production that had all new songs, and this is not exactly a Broadway version of it, but they used the music from it. Okay. And it was like an amateur production. Like none of the actors are actually getting paid. They're all volunteers. They get tips at the end.
This is like that thing you went to in California.
It's more like the Evil Dead that I went to. It's the same type of setup.
Okay.
Or The Thing.
I thought that was in California, where you just showed up and you just paid whatever the hell you wanted to.
No, you pay a ticket fee and but I don't think the actors get that. I think it's just for the venue.
Oh, okay.
They would pass out a tip jar at the end, which was filling up pretty well because they were awesome.
Were they?
Yeah, it was really funny.
Huh.
It was really good.
Was it all younger people or?
I'd say early 20s till early 30s.
Okay.
I mean, they're supposed to be teenagers, but I mean, that's hard to actually get that done.
Especially in probably something that's 21 and up.
So that one we left our son home for, but we did take our daughter and her friend.
Oh yeah, what'd you think?
She loved it. Like,
what did daughter's friend think?
She liked it too.
Nice.
And she was less familiar with the source material. My daughter posted some of the pictures on Instagram, and people were like, "How are you seeing this?" Because like the actual Broadway version is only in Europe right now.
Huh.
And so it was actually.
Did she totally play it off as she was in Europe?
No, she's like,
oh.
I saw it at a clown bar in Portland, and the person who asked figures. So that was epic. That was actually, honestly, more fun than Wicked. Although Wicked was amazing, the production value of Wicked was obviously way higher.
Yeah.
And like Wicked was cool, but I had more fun. I laughed and
Yeah.
had a good time.
I feel like you just like the clown bar. It just makes you happy and joyful.
I do.
Yeah.
I spent a good 10 minutes in it by myself. Nobody goes to the clown room. They have this awesome room full of clown paintings, like 360 degrees. It's a small room, about the size of this room we're sitting in right now. But every wall space is covered with clown paintings. And then there's like booth chairs around the room.
Huh.
And that night we went, it was actually attached to the room where the cast was like, chilling in between scenes or whatever.
Yeah.
So maybe that was part of why people weren't going in there. But like, yeah, I had
You're like, fuck it, I'm going to go sit with the clowns.
Yeah, during the intermission, I hung out there for 10 minutes and like went to my little Tim zone.
Your daughter didn't go in there?
No.
What the hell?
I mean, yeah, no. I was by myself.
Weird.
Had a room full of clowns.
There's like one real pair of eyes that's like drilled out, and people like looking through it like,
that would be cool.
See you.
Probably my favorite painting is the recreation of the Last Supper.
Oh, really? It's just all clowns?
Yeah.
Nice.
Ronald McDonald is in
Jesus?
in the Jesus position.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty epic. It's got all other different famous clowns on the.
Does it have John Wayne Gacy?
I don't remember, but I do remember it has the one from The Simpsons.
And,
and several other ones.
Okay.
So that's pretty cool.
Nice.
So yeah, that was Heather's. Then we did Adventure Time Tuesday.
I don't have music for it. Sorry, kill me.
That's fine. We need
Come
to
on, grab your friends.
We need
to the end.
We need to edit down the.
We need to
Make it
save
shorter.
it off in here.
So my son was in theater camp this week, so I dropped him off in the morning.
Theater. He was actually. Don't lie. He was inside Heather's. He was one of the extras.
No. First of all, most of the adult humor would fly over his head, and second of all, he would have been bored. So we didn't take him. We had a different situation from that night. Anyway, Adventure Time Tuesday was just me and the girl. So she wanted to do books and tea. So that's what we did. Went to Powell's. We brought a bunch of books that she was done reading. We got about 60% of them they accepted, and which was great. So she got $40 in credit.
Nice.
So we spent about an hour and a half like wandering,
picking out new books,
right, and wandering the stacks. It's funny. She only picked like 2 books, and one of them was one I suggested to her. So that was cool.
Nice.
And then
did she get the one about the serial killer podcaster?
No.
Damn it.
She get one about a creepy uncle that has like ghost stories in it and stuff.
So she got my story.
Sure. Oh crap! I meant to pull it up. I forgot to. We went to a tea place.
Yeah.
This was cool. It was in Northwest Portland, kind of off like 23rd, and it has a cool brick building with lots of ivy in the front.
Yeah.
I don't remember the name of it, and I forgot to pull it up. Sorry. So we go in, and they have all these different teas, and they have like vats, kind of like they brew beer in, but they were like brewing tea in them.
That's cool.
And all these loose leaf teas, and they had like tasting trays, so you could order 4 different teas from their very extensive list. They have oolong and white tea and black tea and all sorts of different teas. Like probably, I would say 30 to choose from, roughly.
Wow.
So
and you just get to pick whatever the hell you want?
Yeah, you pick 4 of them. And then she was like, seriously spent about 10 minutes making the tea. Like she was doing the temperature. Like
Your daughter?
No, the cashier. Pouring over, like really doing each blend correctly, like the right way. And so
she ought to be doing that.
And it was also cool is like the tray had this little thing in the back where they put in like playing cards, but the playing cards had the description of each tea, like
nice.
what region it came from, the tasting characteristics, and we tasted a wide variety of tea. The first one, the oolong, was a very light, like somewhat fruity tea that honestly my palate was not quite discerning enough to pick up the flavors.
Was it called blended and varietal teas and fusions?
No, that's the description. It's something Smith.
Oh. Well, never mind. It looks really cool.
It was really cool.
Smith Numerology?
No, it's Smith Tea Maker. And it's on Thurman
This
Street.
says Smith Numerology.
Oh, I'm sorry, that's not what it is. Smith Tea Maker is on Thurston Street. It's a rustic reclaimed space with exposed brick walls featuring high-end tea blends and a tea bar. I looked it up for you.
Nice.
Do you want me to go through the tea blends, or is that too much?
I mean, you have Bonbon.
Bonbon was the last one.
Yep.
All right, I guess we're going to do this.
Yep.
Okay, hold on while I pull up the pictures, because I took a picture of each placard.
You did?
I did.
I have them right here.
Okay, well, shit.
So you did number 80, which is Alishan Oolong.
That's the one I couldn't discern very much. It was just very light. Like, there was nothing wrong with it. I wasn't picking up some of the flavors my daughter was picking up. Lightly oxidized oolong is prized for its buttery mouthfeel, soft tropical floral, and stone fruit undertones, and a sweet finish.
Did you have to prep these, or did it come prepped?
No, that's what I was telling you. Like, she took the time, like, to...
And she did every single one of them
Yes.
as you drank them?
No,
or like
before. She set up the tray for us.
Okay.
And, like, some she brewed the same, some she brewed different. It was a very complex process. This one was probably our combined favorite. Number 72, the white petal, which is a white tea. Delicate shade-dried leaves from China's Fujian province are naturally high in antioxidants. Addition from chamomile petals and osmus flowers from China's Zhejiang province add a fragrant, toasty, creamy, and slightly sweet broom of flavor. Like, this one was tasty. Like, just nice. Like, really nice. I think almost anyone would enjoy this one. The next one, wow. This tasted like a scotch. Like, it was earthy and peaty. When you smelled the loose leaf teas, it smelled like tobacco.
I need this. Did you buy me some?
No.
What the hell, Tim?
So if you and I were going here, we would try this one. This is number 92, the Zhenchang. The grandfather of Lapsang Shaichang, this type of tea is the most sought after smoked tea in all of China. Delicate and wiry black tea leaves are smoked with horsetail pine boughs for complex and full yet smooth experience.
I'm going just to drink this stuff.
Like, it seriously reminded me of scotch. It was very strong. Like, my daughter let me finish hers. She did not like it.
Okay.
And I could understand why she would not like it.
You'd be like, hey, so you an alcoholic? No, but I drink my scotch tea every morning.
No, it was a seriously intense tea.
See?
It was, like, we
need this shit. Why didn't you buy this? Did it come in bags? Like,
no, you could get the loose leaf, but I didn't have the other.
I don't know how to do loose leaf.
I could have made it happen. The last one we tried was Bonbon, an herbal infusion blend. Delightful caffeine-free...
Kitty bonbon.
Delightful caffeine-free confection in a cup, combining the creamy flavor
Hold up. Did you say caffeine-free?
Yes.
Why the fuck would you get this?
A lot of teas are caffeine-free.
No.
Yes.
No.
Sometimes you drink...
It's not appropriate. That is inappropriate.
There are so many caffeine-free teas, Zach.
No.
Yes.
Oh, my God.
Well, don't worry. The one we were just talking about is black tea, tons of caffeine.
Okay,
all right, so combining the creamy flavor of Northwest-grown peppermint leaves with a sweet cinnamon, licorice, ginger, and distinct notes of chocolate. One sip and you'll feel like you're a very grown-up kid in a candy store. This one was bizarre.
Was it sugary?
No, it just like you tasted one thing and then you were tasting another. Like the licorice came through really strong, and the chocolate and the cinnamon. Like it was a very complex and kind of crazy tea. Again, my daughter did not like it. Let me finish hers. I thought it was very interesting. I would like a cup of that maybe every now and then, but I probably wouldn't have wanted to buy a whole tin of that tea, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But it was fun. We got a very interesting cross-section of tastes in that.
How much does an experience like this cost?
Like the tasting tray?
Yeah.
It was $12.
Not bad.
No, not at all.
Shit, not bad at all.
We each got a macaron as well, which is another $3. So
nice.
Our whole bill was $18.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we were there for like a good hour, like just enjoying. We had our books from Powell's, reading our books.
They just let you just like at your own time and speed?
It's a cafe. Whatever you want to do. Like
that's super cool.
She prepared it for us, and then the tray was in front of us. We could do whatever we wanted.
Oh, nice.
Like we could have tasted like one of each. Like she gave us little glasses and little spoons, and then the tea was in its own saucer, so we could like dip the spoons in the saucer and then put them in our own cups. We ended up just going through one by one instead of going across section.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Huh.
It was a great experience. If you're in Portland and you want to try out some teas that you've probably never experienced before, I highly recommend it. Yeah, it'd be a great date. It was fun. And the outside of the building was perfect. It was like I said, exposed brick. It looked old-timey and European. It was really cool. Very good experience. And we wrapped up the adventure with going to another bookstore that I hadn't been to before but heard about, called Vintage Books, I believe, on Mill Plain. Very eclectic bookstore. Had some cats running around.
Mill Plain, Washington?
Yes. On the way back.
Really?
Yeah. Had a really good selection of all different types of books.
Is this a place where you go for like a human leather-bound book?
No, but they did have false books with magnetic closures that were hollow that you could hide stuff in with like dragons and shit on it.
Well, I mean, that's cool, but we'll need to talk after.
Okay, we didn't go to an occult bookstore. We almost did. There are occult bookstores in Portland.
What? Why aren't we going to those and recording there?
Because we might have extra voices in the background.
That's perfect.
Anyway.
It's more editing for me, but it's fine.
That's what I did this week. What did you do this week?
I went camping.
Why do you sound disappointed? That's awesome.
It's the first time camping with my 2-year-old,
Oh,
and the first night was not awesome.
okay.
There's a douchebag next to me on the couch that forgot to tell me that kids cry while we fucking camp.
You didn't ask, first of all.
First of all, I shouldn't have to ask you, asshole.
Okay, second, you didn't even really ask me or tell me you were going camping until you almost were.
Well, that's true. I didn't really know we were going camping until we almost were, so...
You just accidentally went camping?
Sort of, yeah.
Well, you did the camping in the backyard, and you said you were thinking about really camping.
Yeah, and then we booked it, and we just kind of went camping.
So, what area did you go to?
We went to Mount St. Helens.
Okay.
So, like Tootle area. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Sort of.
Okay. There's a KOA up there. So, KOAs are kind of cool. It's like, a campground that has like everything included.
A deluxe campground.
Yeah.
A campground for newbies.
Yeah. And honestly, probably won't. Maybe I'll go to. I like the KOA in Astoria just because it's between Seaside and.
So you like the location there, but are you saying you don't like the KOA setup type?
I don't like the KOA setup type.
Well,
Neither does my wife. It's super close. All the campgrounds are like right on top of each other.
Right.
Where like most campgrounds, you have a huge lot, nobody really around you.
It's for casual campers.
Yeah,
they have a lot of amenities. They have
lots of amenities. I mean, the amenities were okay. The showers are decent. I told my wife
you had showers like real campers.
Yeah, they don't have showers.
Don't have showers.
I told my wife though that if she could do the showers there and the bathrooms there, that she can't bitch about if we want to go stay at the hostel in Seattle. Because the hostel in Seattle was nicer.
Ouch.
Yeah. So we did that. They had a jump house. Randomly, like somebody was like, so I guess like if you bring shit that adds to the campground, they'll let you stay. So somebody has brought.
So if you bring something fun, they'll let you stay for free.
I don't know.
Like how cool does that have to be? Like I brought this horseshoe set.
This person brought 2 fucking jump houses.
That's better than a horseshoe set.
Yeah.
2 of them. Okay.
2 of them. Giant motherfuckers.
Did your son like that?
Yeah, he loved it.
Sweet.
He loved it up until...
Why didn't that wear him out so he could sleep at night?
So, the first night, we made the mistake of trying to follow a normal routine, which my son's like super routine-oriented, except for on Wednesday nights when we record. Usually he's up a little bit so he can say hi to you.
Aw.
But...
He did say hi to me tonight, by the way.
He did. But most of the time, he's in bed by 7 o'clock, like he's in bed or he's asleep.
Okay.
And so we tried doing that camping. One, it's lighter outside nowadays, so it's a
Yes.
little bit harder. So he's usually having a little bit more of a struggle going to sleep, even at home. 2, it's a new place, so that didn't go over well.
Was it kind of noisy or?
Yeah.
He's like, "What's going on? I want to know what's going on."
Yeah, I want to be outside. I want to party, and he's still in a crib because he hasn't asked to not sleep in a crib. So we just haven't.
Do you think he would stay in a normal flatbed, or would he wander around?
He didn't stay in a fucking normal flatbed in the goddamn tent.
What did he do?
So, well, he did until we were in the tent. He would stay in his bed until he knew we were in the tent. But he like screamed and cried. So my wife basically spent like 3.5 hours trying to get him to go to sleep.
Ugh.
Then we finally just said, fuck it. We went to bed. And then he was running around, and it was dark at this point, so we couldn't see him. So we had to turn a flashlight on in the tent. And every once in a while, I turn the flashlight on, and the little fucker's right there at the edge of the bed staring at me. Creepy as shit.
Oh, no.
So,
why was he awake in the middle of the night? Like, doesn't he get tired?
I don't know. I think he's past the point of being tired. And then at 2 o'clock in the morning, he decided that a demon had entered him, and he was going to scream for the next hour and a half, nonstop, and wouldn't tell us what the fuck's wrong.
I don't think I would have warned you about that one. That's unique to your son.
So, like,
that's pretty.
3:45 in the morning, all of a sudden I was like, get in the car and drive him home. I'll stay here with the fucking tent.
Did you really?
Yeah, I told her to, but she didn't. She got in bed with him, and he finally passed the fuck out. And we found out a fucking hole in our fucking air mattress that never had a hole in it before, so I was sleeping on the ground.
That sounds like a really good time.
It's fucking awesome.
How many nights did you say?
2 nights.
Was the second night any better?
Second night was a lot better. I got duct tape. I duct taped the fuck out of our bed. So it stayed.
When you said I got duct tape, I'm like, oh shit. You duct taped his son to the floor.
Duct taped it. We let him stay up till 10 o'clock, which he's never done before. Put him in the bed, and he passed the fuck out. And then he slept till 3, woke up, came and got in bed with us, and slept. So that was cool. Good.
Well, I guess you know what to do next time.
Yeah.
If there's next time.
Well, there will be, but maybe not this summer because the summer's starting to run out. But,
is it? Because it's been just cloudy here.
I know. It's just so fucked up. My wife is super congested. We just found out today, right when you got here, that she has a sinus infection.
That sucks.
Which builds up a lot of pressure inside your ears.
Yep.
And Mount St. Helens is really fucking high up there.
Yep.
So she
was in
super pain. She was like,
I'm sure a screaming
she was in
toddler
slight discomfort at the KOA, but then we tried to go up to the base of Mount St. Helens, and we made it halfway before she was like in tears and like crying, and we had to like get in the car. And I've never sped so fast down the hill in my life. Not really sped, but go the fucking limit on a really windy ass road.
It sounds like hell.
That wasn't great. Also, the KOA has super expensive wood.
Can I recommend a nice, relaxing oolong tea? I'm sorry. Expensive wood. How expensive was your wood?
So there's 4 pieces of wood for I think it was $5.
Like 4 normal.
Like just tiny little pieces of wood.
Oh jeez.
So then we drove on our way back from Mount St. Helens. I found a creepy ass like murder shed.
Okay.
And it said wood inside. So
hey kids, come inside, get some free wood.
So I brought a $10 bill with me and opened up the shed and went inside the shed, and there were big bundles of wood. And I found a little box that said $5 per bundle. It's based off the honor system with a smiley face. So I put $10 in and grabbed 2 big ass bundles.
You don't want to fuck around with the murder shed.
No.
You put the right amount of money in.
Exactly. So, but I came back and literally the 2 bundles would have been like $50 at the fucking KOA.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Like,
yeah,
you can do better at a stupid grocery store.
Yeah, the guy at the campsite next to me did.
Nice.
Yeah. So we had a big ass fire.
It sounds like lessons were learned, and like future camping trips, you could maybe do a little better.
A little bit better. So the experience at a KOA was like 50-50. My son had fun. Campsite sucked. The amenities were cool, but not super worth it.
It's nice to be able to take a shower on a camping trip. I'll say that.
So I will say that a lot of the campgrounds I've looked at since then all offer showers.
Really?
Yeah.
I guess it's more common. I haven't honestly been camping in over 10 years.
If you go to somewhere that like more remote, more like rustic ones, they don't have
I've camped before, like literally in the middle of. We went to a campground once. I was for some event, and like we didn't reserve, so there was no spots left. So we actually poked around, and we found a hollow spot in the middle of this blackberry, like giant blackberry bush, and we just beat the bushes back a little bit further. We actually drug like a we found an extra what do you call it, like a table, and we just drug it in there, and we made our own campsite.
Nice.
We didn't pay anything, and we had this huge campsite in the middle of a blackberry like bramble. It was kind of funny.
That's awesome.
That's why I camped.
That sounds like fun. We should go do that.
Yes.
All right, Tim, you want to talk some news?
Let's talk some news.
Tim, you have a Nintendo Switch?
I do.
So do I.
So,
Joy-Con suck.
The Joy-Cons do kind of suck.
So
a lot of people are now coming up with this problem. I think it's like a problem that develops after a bit of time.
Yeah. So some people are reporting this specific issue only happens after a couple weeks. I've had mine for a year, and I will say I think one of mine is starting to do it. And we're talking about the drift.
Joy-Con drift.
Yeah, the Joy-Con drift.
More specifically, usually the left one, just because you use it more.
Yeah. So the analog stick usually will start to just kind of randomly like wander off to the left or the right, and just start to kind of
without you pushing on it.
Exactly. So your character will just kind of move around even when you're not doing it. So there's sometimes a dirt and grime buildup inside the controller that people have said that if you take the controller apart and you remove the dirt and the grime, it actually fixes it. But this isn't the case for all of them. Multiple people are reporting that this is just it's just not cutting it, as well as not everybody feels extremely comfortable and feels nervous taking apart the Joy-Con.
Sure.
It is an $80 piece of hardware that you have to buy both left and right. You can't just buy one or the other if you break it. So it's a widespread issue, and Nintendo has known about this since basically the start. The thing with them
There's literally thousands of Reddit posts about this, and Twitter and all that. Like, it's a widespread problem. This reminds me, I don't know if you remember.
About 25% is what they're saying.
I don't know if you remember way far back, one of the DS
Xbox
Lite.
360?
No, the DS Lite had a crack in the hinge.
Yeah.
This reminds me of that.
Yep.
Although this affects gameplay a lot more than a wiggly hinge.
It really, really does. And yeah, I guess that's all. I guess the one thing they're really worried about is if they haven't updated the hardware, because Nintendo hasn't came out and actually said that they're aware of this issue. That it's just
it's been radio silence from Nintendo.
Exactly. So the thing is, like, if they haven't switched up the hardware, the Switch Lite, you don't have the option of removing the Joy-Con and buying a new one.
No, although you could potentially pop open the back and fix it. I don't know, but yeah,
you would have to do it though. Like, you couldn't just like go to the store and buy a new one, pop it in, good to go.
No, there's actually kits on Amazon right now that you can get that have the right kind of screwdriver and and the replacement thumb pads. Yeah, like, it's widespread enough that merchants are making that available.
Exactly.
All right, so my story is our cyberpunk future.
Yeah.
Like, this has been a staple of science fiction forever. Like, you jacking into the net, like having cords coming out of the back of your head, and you're like interfacing with computers and hacking shit.
Can I pick where the cord comes out?
Yeah, but this is maybe going to actually happen. Elon Musk is unveiling his Neuralink, which could be doing human trials as early as late this year. Elon Musk likes to start up companies left and right. One of them is called Neuralink, a secretive company developing brain-machine interfaces, and it's shown off some technology for the first time. The goal is to eventually begin implanting devices in paralyzed humans, allowing them to control phones or computers. The first big advance is flexible threads, which are less likely to damage the brain than materials currently used in brain-machine interfaces. These threads create the possibility of transferring a higher volume of data, according to a white paper credited to Elon Musk and Neuralink. So the threads are 4 to 6, I believe that's nanometers. I don't know what that number means.
I don't know either. That's weird.
Sounds really small, which makes them considerably thinner than a human hair. In addition to developing the threads, Neuralink's other big advance is a machine that automatically embeds them. So they did a presentation. All right, skipping ahead. In the future, scientists from Neuralink hope to use a laser beam to get through the skull rather than drilling holes. They said in the interviews with the New York Times. Early experiments will be done with neuroscientists at Stanford University, and we hope to have this in a human patient by the end of next year. So Cyberpunk 2020, not a video game, actual, like, human trials. Like,
what?
Yeah, I've got three major concerns of having it. Like, I love the
Let's talk this.
So I like the idea of jacking into a computer. That sounds cool. I will never be a first adopter to this technology.
Why not, Tim?
For the same reason I didn't get the first or even second or third round of laser eye surgery. I want to make sure the shit works and it doesn't, like, have long-term bad effects. So I literally waited 12 years before I got my eyes cut. And I'll do the same for this neural implant shit. Okay, my three main concerns are antibiotic-resistant bacteria. You're putting a foreign object into your brain. That's a concern to me. My second concern is firmware upgrades.
Just jack in, you'll be fine.
No, but how often do you have to upgrade your PC parts?
Pretty often.
Do you just want to like keep like digging in your skull all the fucking time? I don't like that.
What if they all just use the same connector and it's just like this big box that sits on your back?
That would be actually cool if they did the connection and that was fine, and then if it was on the outside. And then my third concern is like hacking, ransomware.
Yeah, somebody's gonna take over your body.
Yeah.
So the benefit of this is you could live forever.
I guess. Well, that's if you upload your consciousness, which is a whole different thing. Anyway, we're literally living in science fiction era, is all I gotta say.
I love it.
All right, what's your next story?
Well, going from science fiction, going back in time, Tim.
Yeah?
GameStop is trying out some new game store layouts.
I mean, they need to.
So they're going to be trying out some major different store remodels. So as we know, GameStop is a one-stop shop for anything gaming related, now including the
T-shirts,
Funko
Pops.
What the fuck is that company called now?
Funko Pops?
No, the other one, the one they just bought out. They
ThinkGeek.
closed down. Yeah, ThinkGeek. So the company is partnering with global innovation design firm RGA to create streamlined GameStop stores. The two companies are working together designing and testing out the stores, which GameStop says in a news release will introduce new ways for shoppers to try games before they guy them. I'm pretty sure they meant to say buy them. Good job, GameStop or GameSpot. That's a fuck up on your part.
They said guy.
Yeah, they did.
I'm going to guy this.
Before they guy them. That's kind of sexist. What about girl them? GameSpot. Why can't you girl them? The store themselves will have unique layout and purpose. Some of the store concepts will focus on competitive gaming and homegrown e-leagues, while other concept stores will exclusively sell retro games and hardware. The new stores will be piloted in a select market throughout. GameStop didn't say exactly where they'll be tested,
I feel like
or
Portland's
if it'll be
got a
somewhere in the
decent
United
shot.
States. I think Portland should definitely go with the retro, and I'm definitely taking a screenshot of this guy part and sending it to them right now.
Nice. All right, so my next story is about video game movies.
Okay.
Detective Pikachu.
Pika Pika.
Surpasses Warcraft as the highest-grossing video game
What
film
the
of
fuck?
all time. Detective Pikachu live-action mystery movie from director Rob Letterman and Warner Brothers Pictures has surpassed Duncan Jones' Warcraft as the highest-grossing video game film of all time, with 436 million in worldwide ticket sales.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Did you know this? Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time did 433 million worldwide gross.
Did what?
433 million worldwide gross.
What the fuck?
Like no one that I know, I don't know anyone who saw that movie.
No.
Warcraft I knew did pretty well, especially in China for whatever reason. So yeah, Detective Pikachu was pretty critically acclaimed, and I know that it was also really popular overseas, so it doesn't surprise me. So congratulations, little Pikachu. You're the winner.
Pika Pika.
All right, got one more story, and then we're done with the news.
But wait, I'm texting. Can you do that?
Sure. So this is an air flight that I wish I was on, because if I can open the damn link. Nope. Apparently I can't. Okay. Well, I can't open the link, but basically, long story short, for whatever reason, everyone on this one Southwest Airlines flight got a free Nintendo Switch and a copy of Mario Maker 2.
I don't get it. Why?
I don't know either. It was a promotion with some company.
Did they know they were getting it?
No. I was just like, congratulations. Like, kind of an Oprah moment. Oh, no. I got the link now, finally. Southwest Airlines surprised the heck out of a flight headed to San Diego, where the Comic-Con was going. This is a terribly written story. It doesn't say why, but basically a bunch of nerds flying to Comic-Con were like, yeah, we got a Switch. And more.
That's kind of cool as fuck.
Right, that would be cool. I like surprises like that. Like, not even that grand, just like any kind of surprise like that. It's really cool. Yeah. So, congrats to all you nerds on the Southwest Airlines flight that we all hate you, though. All right, if you're done texting, maybe we can do some tech talk. Nope, you're not done texting. Literally not done texting.
I tried playing the music, but it didn't play.
I'm everywhere.
Hey, Tim, you want to get wet again?
Yeah, but only in a clean way, like a family-friendly way.
Okay. So I went out to Lowe's 2 weeks ago.
Oh, talk dirty to me, baby.
Yeah, exactly, right? You like this yard work stuff.
No.
I bought this thing you attach to the
attachments.
Attachments, yeah. It's like a tool.
Okay.
That's hard.
Uh-huh.
And gets wet.
Yeah.
and it cleans
Oh.
the patio.
You had me till just then.
Yeah. So it sprays this awesome stream.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm back on board.
It doesn't leave a streak.
Okay.
And it cuts down my time in power washing my sidewalk and driveway and patios.
Okay, so it's related to power washing. What is it?
So it's just an attachment for the spray nozzle of the power washer.
Okay.
And instead of using like one single stream,
Uh-huh.
it like has propulsion and it sprays out like fine streams down.
Is it like spinning?
Yeah, spinning.
Okay.
And it has like it's like a. I'll have to show you. It's like a. Think of like a bucket.
Okay.
And it has a metal like rod that runs from side to side of the bucket and runs the circumference of it.
Okay.
It's just spinning around, shooting a stream of water down.
Okay.
So it cleans that whole entire area. So you basically just go back and forth and it cleans everything that was underneath that bucket.
Nice.
Without a streak.
So do you like hold it in place or do you move it?
You just move it back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, just like you would like with a normal power washer.
Okay.
Yeah.
But it's a lot faster.
A lot faster. I literally did my back patio, my front patio, my driveway, and in front of my house on the sidewalk in like 2.5 hours. Took me a whole entire day to do it last year.
See, that's like a perfect example of tech talk. Tech talk is like technology that makes your life simpler.
Yeah.
And
It literally cut out probably like 4 to 5 hours.
yeah. That's
So,
when you get-
$80.
nice.
Yeah. Super. I mean, it kind of expensive for what it really is, but really fucking cheap for how much time it saved me.
Yeah, time is money.
Yeah.
Cool.
So.
Does it have like a name or?
Yeah, I knew you were gonna ask that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's not called Bucket Thing.
It's called the Bucket Thing Revolutionary Version 2.
Now it loves the Bucket Thing.
Okay, here. It's called Surface Cleaner. Hold on, let me get the actual make and model of it. So I got the Briggs & Stratton
Nice.
14-inch rotating surface cleaner. This is it right here. It's actually fucking went down in price. God damn it. So
it's now.
So this is
$69.98.
Yep. So this is it right there. So you can kind of see what it does.
It looks like a Roomba.
Yeah, that's what it is. Perfect. It's a fucking Roomba with
looks like
water.
looks like a Roomba that you just you shoved a Roomba on the end of your like.
Yep.
Pressure washer.
It's exactly what it did.
And it sort of acts like a Roomba, I guess.
Yeah. So it was pretty fucking simple.
Nice.
And they make them for electric and for gas. You need to make sure which one you get because the pressure and everything. And
Okay.
so if you have an electric power washer, make sure you buy an electric Roomba attachment. And if you have a gas one, make sure you get the gas
go to
Roomba
Lowe's
attachment.
and say, I want a Roomba attachment for a pressure.
Oh my god, can we do this and film you?
We'll talk about
Watch
it
the guy
afterwards.
just be like,
Just watch smoke come out of his ears. What do I say to this idiot?
yeah, it's on aisle A73.
I don't get it. There's only 36 out. Just keep going.
It's just...
Past the parking lot. Keep going. All right, guys.
All right, Tim. You want to take a break?
Let's take a break.
All right.
We'll see you on aisle 73.
And we are back. Taste your treats in hand. Same shit as the first half.
So, when I went to the Tap Union Free House, I actually was looking for a different IPA.
Oh, okay. What IPA were you trying to graciously get us?
Chris Knife.
Okay,
So,
Chris Knife.
yes, it's a collaboration beer between Fort George and some other brewery. I can't remember.
In Denver.
What?
It's out of Denver.
Yeah. Well, I was
I have to
pissed.
yawn into the mic to do that.
The name is cool because Chris Knife is the knife in Dune. Which is,
Dune?
yes.
What the fuck is Dune?
Dune is a sci-fi novel by Frank Herbert, which was made into several movies, several different movies.
Dune.
Do you know what sandworms are? Sandworms were made popular by Dune.
You're talking about like the little worm things that come out in like Majora's Mask?
No, like giant ass worms that can swallow you whole.
Yeah, like in Majora's Mask, those things that come out and they eat you and they take everything besides like your t-shirt.
Yeah, these worms wouldn't leave you a t-shirt. So Chris Knife was a knife. His blade was made
took your
from the...
sword and shield.
Okay, I'm speaking about knives, so let me.
Okay.
Chris Knife was a knife. His blade was made from the tooth of a dead sandworm from Arrakis. It was a weapon of choice of the Fremen. The natives of Arrakis was a curved and double-edged like a kinjal, 20 centimeters long, milky white in color, and iridescent. It had a black handle with deep finger ridges separated from the blade with a single slim round ring instead of a shearing guard. Chris knives come in two forms: unfixed, where the blade would disintegrate unless they were kept close to a human body's electrical field, or fixed, knives have been treated so they would not disintegrate and could be kept in storage. To the Fremen, the crisp knife was sacred, and they maintained that much tradition around it. If it was drawn, it could not be resheathed until drawn blood.
So apparently...
So if you draw the blade, you have to, like...
Apparently Mogdolga from Breath of the Wild is a sandworm.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. See?
So anyway, I couldn't get that beer, and I'm kind of pissed about
Damn.
it. I mean, this beer's all right, but like the crisp knife is a cool name. Like a blade that a blade from a dead sandworm that you could not sheath until it had drawn blood. That's badass.
Could you just like nick your leg and just like call it good?
No, there's like a purification ritual you could do, like if for some reason you drew it and then resolved the situation or whatever.
Okay.
But it's like a pain in the ass. I think the ritual was intentionally a pain in the ass so that you wouldn't want to like just randomly draw this blade.
Gotcha.
It's not something you would threaten people with. Like you draw this blade, like you mean business. Like shit's gonna happen, shit's gonna go down. It's like not like a
It's
idol.
like the Master Sword.
No. No.
You don't just draw that just like to threaten people, dude.
Dude.
You're like, I'm gonna kill some fucking evil.
No, because Link will just randomly mow down some grass to get some rupees. So not the same. Not the same.
That grass did some evil shit to
Whatever.
him, man.
That's like comparing a lawnmower to an assassin's blade. Like Link uses.
Dude, if I could use an assassin's blade to mow my lawn, that'd be fucking awesome.
I'm just saying, Link uses a Master Sword for.
We should try that. We should try buying 2 assassin's blades, attaching them underneath my lawnmower, and then. Bah, 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 bah.
That's so pedestrian. Like,
how is that pedestrian? Nobody's ever done this before.
I know, but it's like using something badass for something really lame.
It's badass cutting grass.
No, it's not.
It's grass ass.
Okay, we need to move on.
You want to do some Kickstarter?
Let's kick it.
Hey, Tim.
Yeah, what?
I'm going to really disappoint you here.
Okay.
All right, Jesse's super normal, regular, average day. Go.
Oh, look, it's happening again. 2 minutes in the dream world I'll never get back.
Jesse, I need you to listen to me. What if I told you?
Everything you've ever
Been led to believe.
my entire life was a lie?
So you heard this one?
Yeah, I think I got it.
I'm kind of confused right now. I wish you guys could see what's going on right now.
Then start talking again.
There's a lot of stoners and like women wearing little clothing.
And chainsaws.
I'd open a window if I were you.
That's a
Talking
fish.
This here's a map. It'll bring you to the first step of your journey. Your mission has been broken down into 3. Very easy to follow.
Topless nuns
Step.
with chainsaws.
Step 1. Find God.
My God.
Step 2. Kill God.
What the fuck is this?
I already told you.
Step 3. Party!
I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're real. I don't know who I am. And I don't know if I'm real.
Seriously, what the fuck
I don't
is
know
this?
what's real. Is any of this shit real?
That's kind of what I'm asking right now.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Probably not.
Jesse's super normal, regular, average day. Find God, kill God, party.
I'm way too not high enough for this shit.
Someone punched her. What the fuck is that? What is this? You guys couldn't see all the weird shit that was going on. It's basically a bunch of stoners.
Coming out of Atlanta, Georgia, with 25 days ago.
Okay.
Looking for 10,000 US dollars. Currently at 14,360.
So it's funded.
It's funded. From Mostly Harmless Pictures, 187 backers.
Okay, so it's a movie.
It is. Not your super normal, regular, average stoner comedy mover. Mover. Fully funded in 4 days.
Stoners with cash.
Yeah. We hit our initial goal. Our initial goal was set at bare minimum to cover the cost for the disc replication which I didn't mean to say replication this time, manufacturing and all other perks and shipping costs, minus Kickstarter fees. We would love to continue making the films, but we need to reach more further goals. That's to continue to make this happen. Our first and hopefully many stretch goals has been announced, and many orders we get, the more you get with your orders. So please share the campaign far and wide and help us achieve our goals.
Get that stoner movie made.
Yeah.
So is it made or?
Oh, I don't know if it's made yet.
Okay. There's a lot of footage.
There's a lot of footage.
Especially of the
Yep.
topless nuns with
So
chainsaws.
the cheapest one is $25.
Okay.
It's the limited edition Blu-ray.
Okay.
Get yourself a professionally replicated, not BDR, hand-numbered, limited edition Blu-ray of the film before anyone else, and a social media shout-out.
All right. 25. That's not bad.
Yep. So for $50, this perk gets you a hand-numbered, limited edition, professionally replicated Blu-ray of the film, autographed by the cast and crew, as well as a special thank you in the film's end credits, social media shout-out, and a bumper sticker. $50.
All right.
Granddaddy of them all. $2,000. Executive producer perk. Welcome to the team. This perk will get you 10 copies of the film, autographed, cast, crew, 10 27 by 39 posters, autographed by the cast and crew, 10 bumper stickers, a special thank you in the film and credits, a stone phone call from Jesse, an executive producer screen credit at the beginning of the film, and on IMDb, a 4x6 autographed screen issued photo of Jesse's living room, social media shout out, and a one-of-a-kind long-bladed soft pink chainsaw prop used by the nuns. And writer-director Brian K. Williams' personal script and script notes from the film.
All right.
There's one of those. Oh, there's one backer at that already. For $2,000.
All right.
You got?
I got Kingdoms of the Dump. So, unfortunately, this video has sound from the game, but you're not going to be able to see the graphics, which are pretty cool. I'm still gonna feature this one because I think this one's pretty neat. So we're gonna roll the video, and I'll talk about it.
Okay.
So, Kingdoms of the Dump is a game about a world of trash created by two real-life janitors. While designed to evoke the 90s JRPG flavor, we have incorporated adventure and platforming inspirations as well as modern design innovations into the genre. The King of Garbagia has been trash-picked. Disgraced Squire Dustin Binsley is blamed for the kidnapping and must embark on a mission to clear his name, cross the lands of Phil, uncover hidden secrets in the trash, and expose evil organizations trying to destroy the Kingdoms of the Dump. Features a narrative-based game with quick moving story, interesting world, jumping, climbing, on-field skills to add exploration and navigation. There's no random encounters, turn-based combat, and a tile board grid, encouraging placement and movement, timed hits, quickly toggle between main characters, a large Mode 7 inspired world map, NES-inspired visual aesthetic with detailed environments and expressive sprites. I encourage you to go check out this video since that's like the main, appeal of this. It definitely looks like a Final Fantasy, but set in a garbage land. It looks really cool. Final Fantasy, but in garbage. That's how I would describe this.
So it's garbage Final Fantasy.
Yes, it's totally Final Fantasy, but set in a garbage land.
So it's not a garbage title.
No, it's just
a garbage filled.
Garbage themed.
So it's a lot of garbage.
A lot of garbage. There's like landfills. There's like cockroaches.
It's just a dump.
Yes, but it has totally the Final Fantasy 6 feel. So if you're into that, if you're
into dumpy garbage filled games,
yes, I think it'll really appeal to you. As far as how they're doing, they are looking for $60,000, and they're halfway there at $32,565 with 27 days to go. $5 gets you a Trashborn Peon, which is for 5 worthless paper clips or your world's equivalent. You can get your own super cool name inscribed on the digital walls of this game forever. Early Bird's Gone, which was $10. $15 is Garbage Night. Clean and simple, you get a digital copy of Kingdoms of the Dump for Windows, Mac, Linux, and your name featured in the end credits. As a backer, this is the basic tier. Going up to the top tier, we have... That's quite a ways down. Hang on, I'm still scrolling. Wow. Okay. $5,000 is the Golden Janitor, limited. All digital rewards, SNES Box Collector's Edition, and receive an invitation to one of our New Jersey's finest roadsides where we'll pick up litter and talk video games. So you go get to pick up trash by a road.
nice.
Travel, of course, at your own expense. A custom T-shirt will be made for this occasion and food will be provided. If you don't feel like coming, we'll do the litter pickup regardless. So this includes your name in the credits, a digital copy of the game, digital copy of the soundtrack, PDF pack of concept arts, maps, other art garbage, PDF of the player's guide, a T-shirt, physical box copy of the game development trash, future beta access. Come clean up trash with us. Oh my gosh! Expected delivery October 2022. So this game is very much in development. It looks super cool though. If you're into SNES era JRPGs, I encourage you to check out Kingdoms of the Dump. What do you got next?
All right, Tim. So as you know, I like prisons and like watching prison TV shows.
Yeah, it's disturbing.
And like Ear Hustle and stuff like that.
Sure,
the podcast.
that's cool.
Yep. So let's play Dungeons and Dragons behind bars. There we go.
There's D&D at nearly every institution in California. Prisons are the most segregated places in the world. The D&D table is one of the few places where you could have blacks and whites playing together.
I see a lot of potential come out in people when they start playing these games. Being able to put themselves
He's
in
got a PAX
someone else's
t-shirt on, by the way.
Sweet.
I've been playing Dungeons and Dragons in prison for 35 years.
I mean, we were hardcore. We'd play from as soon as we come back from breakfast to lockup.
My name is Elizabeth. I'm a documentary filmmaker and the creator of Let's Play, a film about the controversy around Dungeons and Dragons in the United States Department of Corrections.
So we used to run underground games like with no books or anything.
We didn't actually have the actual books. We had these photocopies.
They took his dice, I think, and he sued to get possession of his dice and Dungeons and Dragons materials.
That is a homemade 20-sided dice.
Nice.
In the process of interviewing and directing film shoots, I started to learn all about the world of Dungeons and Dragons behind bars. Dungeons and Dragons is one of the few activities that sprung up organically in the prison system that's helping inmates prepare for life on the outside. It's creative, it's cooperative, and it's a way for inmates to express and explore difficult emotions and trauma vicariously through role play.
You have to ask why we lock people up. And if the reason is for rehabilitation so that we get somebody who's going to be better on the other end, then D&D totally fits with that.
Thank you so much for supporting this campaign and for joining me in asking, does everybody have the right to game?
That's cool. So is it a documentary project?
It is a documentary project. So both of mine are both mine are videos.
Yeah, the other one I hope is not documentary.
I mean, it's Jesse's normal...
Anyway, we're talking about Dungeons and Dragons.
Yep. So this one has 27 days ago. They're looking for $60,000 US.
Okay.
This one's a little bit on the needing side. They're currently at 12,533. It has 120 backers, so that's promising.
You said how many days ago? 27.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not too bad.
No, it's not terrible. So. Let's Play tells the little-known story of inmates and former inmates who go to great lengths to play tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons and Dragons and what's the other one?
Like Dungeons and Dragons?
No, yeah, there's another one like Dungeons. Oh, Pathfinder. So it follows those guys. They didn't really touch on Pathfinder, but down inside this actual description page, they do talk a little bit about Pathfinder and how that's another one of the role-playing games that is widespread within the Department of Corrections.
So they mentioned like having to get copies. I wonder if like D&D like handbooks are like considered contraband, or
I would have to assume. They did say that like a lot of the wardens throughout the U.S. says that D&D is demonic.
Oh,
and so that's the reason why they're not allowed within the premises of the walls.
I thought we'd get rid of that in the 80s.
I would have thought so, but apparently not. $10 gets you a shout out. $25 gets you a digital link to the documentary, which is
what's expected delivery of that?
2021.
Okay,
it's 2 years.
Yep.
Big granddaddy of them all is $10,000. You're a producer. We can't wait to meet you in the studio at pre-release screening at one of our games. Anywhere. As a producer, it's your privilege to be where you want. You will be credited as a producer in the credits of the film. A digital thank you, a shout out on the film's website, a thanked by name in the credits, a gaming module designed by inmates. Tickets a pre-release screening and join us for a game.
Back up, a gaming what?
A gaming module.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I think this is a missed opportunity though. Like for $10,000, I think you should be able to play a campaign
with an inmate.
Yeah. Just saying.
They have some other really cool levels that $10,000 level doesn't touch on, like $1,000.
Mm-hmm.
You get an NPC named after you.
That's cool.
So that's pretty cool. $500 gets an AMA with a filmmaker, which you don't get at the $10,000 level. If you just want a gaming module designed by inmates, it's only $100.
That's not
pretty
bad.
fucking legit, honestly.
I mean, they got lots of time on their hands. They could make a pretty cool module.
Right? Exactly. And they've been doing it for years.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, Tim, what do you got next?
If you ever need a little boost in your day, Zach?
All the time.
Let me introduce you to Shotspresso.
All right, you want to roll it?
Yep.
The modern-day lifestyle expects a lot from us, so it's no wonder that sometimes we need a little boost. Luckily, we got a thing called coffee.
Thank God.
Sweet coffee. It's delicious and gives us that buzz we so desperately need, morning, noon, or night. But coffee can be expensive and kind of inconvenient. That's why we made Shotspresso, the more instant coffee. It comes in a neat 40 ml vial, so you can place it anywhere, whether you're an office worker, gamer, athlete, or a student. Shotspresso gives you the energy you need to keep your head in the game. Made from top quality cold brew specialty coffee, Shotspresso can be carried around in your pocket or stored for up to 2 months. So it's your little secret weapon for whenever you need a big boost. It's affordable, delicious, and has 50% more caffeine than your average espresso. Oh, and did we mention it's fast? Plus, it comes in 4 different flavors, so your taste buds are satisfied no matter how you take your coffee. Even these guys are digging it. We're offering a limited edition World Coffee Box, an exclusive epic reward showcasing specialty coffee from 20 different countries around the world. It even has your name and backer number engraved onto the box.
It's pretty fucked up.
So pledge now and see Shotspresso in your pocket.
My question is, you just take a shot of it, just like drink it out of the little vial?
Yep.
So it's basically like a 1 hour energy drink.
Yeah, but it doesn't have weird chemicals you don't know. It's just literally espresso. Or cold brew, actually, sorry. So like they said, they're...
How much do I get for the fucking box? Tim, just tell me where the fuck the box is.
All right, that's probably the top tier. So the World Coffee Box plus 300 shot espresso is about $491. That's 300 shots for espresso in a cool box. That's not terrible. And it comes with a cool box. Like you can't see the video, so it looks like an old timey suitcase, and then it
looks
has
really fun. Like we might not need a mixer as much as I need this.
And then it has inside the box. It has like foam or whatever, like sculpted to hold the shots. And the
problem is you can never use it for anything else besides the shots.
Yeah, but it's cool.
It's pretty cool. All right, Tim, you can go back to the bottom tier if you'd like.
Sure. So the early bird's gone, of course. There's a shout out version for $4, whatever. The early bird was $25, which is a 30 shot.
$45?
No,
32.
No, it's $25. Early bird's gone. The one that's available now is a 30 shot espresso pack Kickstarter special. You get 30 shots for about $32, so basically $1 a shot. There is still an early bird for the 60 shot, which is drops it down to $51, which is less than $1 per shot. You get delicious 60 pack shot espresso in any flavor of choice, which is 40% off expected retail price. And there's 12 left at this time. We already talked a little bit about the top tier, which is $491 or $699 Australian. World Coffee Box plus 300 shot espressos. Receive the limited edition Shotspresso World Coffee Box included with 20 Shotspresso shots with brewed coffee from 20 countries around the world, plus 300 Shotspressos of your chosen flavor. So you would actually get the box with 20 shots. So it'd be 320 shots total. So not bad. There's 15 left of that. 15 out of 15. They're saying they'll deliver this in December of 2019. So that's kind of cool.
That's really cool.
Especially,
I'm trying to look at the flavors right now. Try to find them.
Yeah, there are supposed to be different flavors.
There's supposed to be 4, but I can only see 2. The Great Taste Guide Black Edition. Oh, I got it. So you can get the Black Edition, unsweetened, or sweetened.
I see.
You can get the latte edition, unsweetened or sweetened. So,
I would actually try this out as it was a store for like $1 a shot.
Yeah, I would. I mean, I would pay like $2 to try this at a store.
Right.
I
would like that more than like a $5 energy because I don't know that the stuff in there is kind of scary.
I can't have those.
I know, makes your heart like palpitate.
Yep, it makes my heart pop.
I think you could probably have this.
Probably.
If it's just based purely on coffee. So the vial is recyclable if anyone cares.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Hey Tim, you want to talk about games?
Let's talk about games.
Hey Tim, I haven't played games. What about you?
I was supposed to get a little break while you talked about. I mean, you were camping, I guess.
Yeah, I was camping. I talked a lot in the first half.
Okay, fair. So I played some more Zelda with my son. We are trying to unlock all of the. We're doing the DLC, which
nice.
Which means that you get
You're a lot further than me.
I'm a hell of a lot further. I'm going to send you a picture later of like my armor. I've got Ganon's horse.
I have Ganon's horse.
I have some crazy ass armor. Like I
haven't bought any of the armor shit.
I've got like barbarian armor that increases your attack, and I've got like this helmet on that has it gives you complete immunity to lightning damage. Like complete.
Oh, that's the one from
Geraldo's.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You have to do a bunch of quests. So I've got 3 out of the 4 guardians like unlocked where I've done the quest again. Like I've beaten.
Oh, damn! I did 2 of them.
So I now can get the powers back with half the time. The only one I don't have is the shield one from the
Goron. The Goron. I haven't done that one yet. I did the water one, and I did the flying one again.
I've done every single one except for the Goron one. After that, then I get the final guardian, which is the motorcycle.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take on Ganon.
You have all the memories so far?
Yep.
Nice. I need to catch up. I need to play this again.
I'm literally gonna do the Goron quest, and then I'm gonna take on Ganon. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna beat this game by the end of the summer. That's my goal. Because now that I know there's a Breath of the Wild 2, there's no reason for me to like hold this back. That and the fact that there's gonna be another Zelda game. I mean, it's a different style completely, but like I was kind of holding off playing this game because it's so good, and I didn't want to lose that.
Same thing we had with the last Zelda game that came out for the DS.
I guess, but like this one is
way better.
This is like a 10-year game. That the DS one was probably like a 2-year game. That was really good. I did like Link Between Worlds. So
yeah,
that was really good. So anyway, I've been playing that with my son. I only play that with my son because he's like it's like the one game he cares about that I play. I also played with him Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. We bought the DLC for it, and he was really annoyed with me because I haven't like beat the game yet, and we didn't want to start the DLC until we beat the game.
Okay.
So I thought I beat the game the last play session, but actually there's like a chapter 2. Like in the first chapter, Toadette gets like kidnapped, and you like go and rescue her. But then chapter 2 starts, and Toad gets kidnapped, and Toadette has to rescue him.
Oh.
So there's all these different levels. Also, the update made it so you can both play, but that makes it actually kind of really hard because you're both controlling like the angles that you're.
Oh, that sucks.
It kind of does. The only cool part is that like one of you can like go into bubble form and be like sort of invincible unless you fall off a cliff. So like if there's a really hard challenge, like one of you can bubble up and like kind of create a safe space for the other one to try to go through the challenge. I don't know if I explained this very well, but it's an interesting co-op situation. There's 2 ways you can do co-op. You can either do that way where you're both playing, or one of you can be a physical player and the other one can have like a cursor, and you like basically can stun enemies with a cursor, but not actually be in the environment, if that makes sense. So there's 2 ways for us to play together, so that's kind of cool. I also bought Detective Pikachu because it was on sale.
What is that?
Have you played Professor Layton?
No.
Are you familiar at all with
No.
Ace Attorney?
No.
I don't know how to describe this game to you.
Did it just come out?
No, it came out before the movie, actually. The movie's actually based on it. So you play as Tim, and you find a Pikachu that only you can understand. Everybody else just hears the Pikachu going, Pika Pika.
So this guy's dad could hear the Pikachu.
Yes. And then you go around and solve mysteries.
What's this game for?
DS, 3DS. Only 3DS. So you like go and talk to witnesses for different like there's lots of side quests. Like different people have problems and you solve their mysteries. There's the big mystery of like.
Is that Tim?
That's Tim.
Wait, I thought Tim was a dad in the movie.
No. Tim is the character looking for his dad. Like I could definitely see like elements where the movie like picked up on, but it's a very different experience. It's animated really well. Like the animation and the cutscenes are really cool. And it's.
This looks really fun. This is a 3DS game?
Yeah. I've only played it for about an hour, but I'm really enjoying it.
You have it on a cartridge?
I do. I was going to show you, but my stupid battery died.
I might have to borrow this from you.
You might.
This looks really cool, actually.
Right? And then the last game...
I hope yours isn't in Japanese, because I don't understand what the fuck's going on.
It's normal English. The last game we're playing is Resident Evil 2.
This hi-hat blend is delicious. Oh, he's drinking coffee. Gotcha.
Shot espresso. Resident Evil 2 Remaster. I really like this game. I am playing as Leon, so I am still in the police station. And this is...
Who the fuck's Leon?
Leon is...
Oh, we've moved on from Detective Pikachu. I gotcha.
Leon is most famously known as the main character of of Resident Evil 4. But this is back when he's a rookie. And he walks into...
He's a little bitch in this game.
He is, but he's cool. He walks into a fucked up situation. Raccoon City is overrun with zombies. And he goes to the police station. And you can actually play as two characters in this game. I chose Leon. There's also Claire. And they have their own...
So is that new to this one?
No.
Okay.
And you kind of... You meet up at certain points. And there's always like a barrier between you. So you can't like... I don't know. It's weird. So there's very... close but divergent paths, and so it's kind of cool. You can play the game twice and kind of see different things. So Leon's path starts at the Raccoon City police station, which the police station is very weird because it used to be like an art museum. There's all these weird doors with weird symbols, and there's a lot of puzzle elements in this game. So there's definitely zombie shots to the head, but there's also like, okay, this door can only be opened by a key that has a spade symbol on it, or this puzzle can only be solved if you find the thing that the statue is supposed to be holding. Lots of weird puzzles like that. And it looks really great. The gore in this game is surprisingly sticky and wet and gross. Which...
Like you can feel it through your controller?
No, it's just like... The gore is really, really good. It's really gross.
Like Mortal Kombat?
Not quite. There's not like spine ripping out, but like... jaws are hanging down. There's lots of guts and viscera and
nice.
Yeah, you'd like that part of it. So I'm enjoying that. I'm kind of torn all different directions right now. Like my son wants to play Detective Pikachu. No, not sorry.
Zelda.
Zelda and Captain Toad. I want to play Detective Pikachu and Resident Evil, and I don't have time to play any of it. So I got a fair amount of time playing this week. I'm hoping. I don't know. I'm kind of leaning toward Resident Evil 2, but I also want to finish Zelda. So. I'm not sure we're going to play next week. So that's where I'm at.
Zelda.
I do want to finish Zelda.
You want to talk about games coming out?
Yes. Although, right now, I've got plenty on my plate. But let's talk about it.
We need to make this into an app thing, too.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Okay.
We'll get there.
Games coming out this week.
All right. Summer Catchers, PC, Forklift, The Simulator. Pull that up on your phone. The Nintendo Switch. World Cruise Story. Oh, fuck. Pull that up, too. Nintendo
Hold
Switch.
on. I can only do one.
Dude, there's so many things here I want to check out. Warlocks 2. Godslayers. PC. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. The Black Order. Nintendo Switch. And that's it. Ladies and gentlemen. Tim, how do you got it? What's it all about, man?
I'm giving up on Forklift Simulation. What's the other one you wanted to play?
World Cruise Story, Nintendo Switch.
So I will just say that if you want a Forklift Simulation,
that one.
Play Shenmue.
Yeah.
World Cruise what?
World Cruise
Story.
Story, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I honestly, you let me drive the forklift for real, and that's all because I played Shenmue back in the late 90s that I want. Oh, it's a Kairosoft game. Kairosoft is the one that makes like the game dev story.
Oh yeah.
All those cool like They make some good games.
They do.
Let's see if there's a trailer.
I got Forklift Story also.
I gave up on Forklift Story.
I got it.
Okay. Well, go ahead and play that one then.
Apparently it doesn't got a video to it.
Boo.
Get ready to take control over a physical simulated forklift and manage your own warehouse. Forklift. The simulator drops you in the seat of a realistic, completely physics simulated forklift. Enthusiasts will enjoy the realistic look and feel of driving, manage a warehouse, and deliver the goods in time. Master and unlock 9 different challenges with increasing difficulty. You learned everything you need to feel. Ready for the job? Dive into the endless mode. Deliver randomly selected goods within a tight time limit to their destination. Coming out on July 16th, 2019. File size of 1.2 gigabytes. Woo-hoo. It's only one player. Simulation and puzzle by Polygon Art.
Alright, World Cruise Story. Do you have the trailer?
It's downloading still.
I'll be your first mate. That's a line from the game. Together we'll travel the world, make the ship everyone wants to travel. It's a cruise ship simulator.
Is this on mobile?
It might be.
It says Nintendo Switch, but this looks like totally.
I'll bet
like
it is on mobile too.
I might have to buy it. I played the fuck out of Game Dev Story.
Game Dev Story is great.
It's so good.
They have like hot.
They just named their boat MS Sync.
Nice.
As of today, you'll be our first mate. Together we'll travel the world and make the ship that everybody wants to sail on. And if you have any questions, just choose to help me. First, you want to build some cabins?
Sure.
Build. First, you want to build a cabin from the facilities menu. Oh. This is fucking hell.
So the question I would have to you is, do you want to play this on mobile or on Switch? Probably mobile, huh?
Yeah.
Cool. That's from Kairosoft. That is, what's the name again?
I don't know. I want to play this game. It's 1 hour. I'm going to watch this.
It's World Cruise Story.
We're going to just let this run for the next hour, guys.
Really?
No.
Okay.
That would be so bad. It's like literally like a 3-hour episode of Plug and Play, just like the last hour is just...
Okay, if you listen to that whole thing, like we'd have to mail you a promotional coaster or something.
We have a whole list of them.
Yeah.
I don't know which ones still work or which ones don't, but we got a whole list.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, Tim, you ready?
All right, I'm ready.
All right.
Let's end this.
All right. So until next week, ladies and gentlemen, you can check us out at thebunsmashers.com. Don't forget to Prime and Shine.
And if you have the opportunity, run over a Nazi with a forklift.